What's up, all my Ewoks, droids, and Wookiees? It's Anna, also known as That Star Wars Girl, and today we're going to be talking about that super duper expensive Star Wars hotel that Disney, or that they are building for Disney World down in Florida. I didn't actually cover this news when it came out because I just rolled my eyes and I'm like, of course they're doing this. If you're familiar with Disney and their pricing, then it was probably not a surprise to people. But a few people made videos on it, and I will link them down in the description of this video. The one in particular's video that I liked the most was the one and only Drunk 3PO, the most handsome man on the internet. So his video is linked down below, where he talked about how to stay in this Star Wars hotel at Walt Disney World is about $5,000 a night. Pretty expensive, right? I don't think the average Walt Disney World goer is going to be spending $5,000 a night, because most people that go to Disney World are parents taking their kids, or families going on a family vacation to Disney World. It's not somebody who's spending $5,000 a night in a Star Wars hotel. But there are some people that are very dedicated Disney fans, and so they just spend obscene amounts of money on everything because they want to have the exclusives to everything Disney, and they want to have every Disney experience and stuff like that. So there are people that do pay for stuff like that, like the fanatic Disney fans, but even them, they were getting upset about it. And I just remember when all this news came out, like everyone losing their minds about it, and I was just sitting back rolling my eyes. I'm like, it's Disney. They need money. COVID hit them hardcore because their parks weren't open. They don't care about, I'm sure that they do care a little bit about how much money their movies make, but it's not even close to how much money they make every single day with their theme parks. And so having those closed for about a year, or the one here in California for about a year, and I'm not exactly sure how long the one was closed in Florida, but for the amount of time that it was closed, I know that hit them really hard. So having this fancy schmancy Star Wars hotel that costs $5,000 a night is a way for them to make up their profits. And so I saw this article pop up on my news feed, and it's the Star Wars Hotel Canonical Promotion Tour joins the High Republic. Now, for those of you that do not know what the High Republic is, it is the era of Star Wars that it takes place about 300 years before the prequels. And so Disney decided, hey, we're gonna, we need to get characters that people know, like Yoda, so we are going to have books take place before the prequels so we can, kind of retcon things. And since it's familiar enough, we can use characters and themes and planets that people already know about to bank off of people's nostalgia for those things to make money for their books. And I've covered this extensively on my channel. There's an entire playlist just about my High Republic videos. I would highly recommend going and checking those out if you are unfamiliar with anything going on with the High Republic. And so, the authors of the High Republic, because that is a shit show in and of itself. But so I read this title and I literally thought the same thought that's right here, which is, it's almost as if Disney wants to advertise it or something. So what they're going to try to do now is this Star Wars hotel that is at Walt Disney World is going to be in 3 novels in the High Republic era, and it's going to have its own comic about itself. Now, they did this whole thing with the Star Wars land, or the whatever they call it at Disney World and Disneyland, but basically the Star Wars land that they have there. It's Bach 2, and the only way to really know what anything is there is to read a book that is about it, instead of being smart and making it something like Tatooine, which I did a video on, where the guy that was basically in charge of the project has explained that they did all of this work to make it into Tatooine, and then Kathleen Kennedy came in and said, no, that's only for 50-year-old white dudes. They're the only ones that are going to care about it. We need to make room for all the new fans that we're going to get. So we're not going to do Tatooine. We're not going to do any of that. We're not going to make Jabba's palace. We're not going to do anything cool that any of the fans actually want to see. We're going to do all this new stuff that nobody knows anything about. And then we're going to write a book about it. And we're going to hide that book in some shop somewhere. And you're going to have to read specific chapters to know why there's certain props. Now, I don't know what it's like at Walt Disney World. Here at Disneyland, it's literally just a giant walkway. Like that's all it is. It's such a waste of space. And which is ironic because here in Southern California, it's like real estate is very valuable, especially to Disneyland that wants to expand, and they literally just have giant walkways so that way people can get through with strollers, and because the certain sizing of human beings has expanded significantly, especially here in the United States of America, that they need to make room for people. And I mean, they could have fit roller coasters, they could have actually fit more rides, but all they have is the virtual Millennium Falcon ride, and there's a couple that they're in the works for, but it's honestly, in my opinion, a huge waste of space. They could have really, really utilized that section of Disneyland, and it's just a complete waste. And again, you have to get a little book to read about the things that are around it instead of just having iconic. I mean, they could have done, as much as I hate The Last Jedi, they could have done that planet and, integrated it with maybe aspects of Hoth. They could have everything be white, like a Winter Wonderland, with a little bit of that red coming through, and you're in the caves, and just made everything an indoor spectacle and, subterranean. So that way you could have all the rides underneath the ground, and you could have all that space for it. That's what they have for the Haunted Mansion. Same thing with Pirates of the Caribbean. A bunch of rides are like that in Disneyland, but instead they made a giant walkway and then like a whole shopping center that's a ripoff of the Irvine Spectrum. And so I'm not surprised at all that they're doing a comic book and 3 novels just to promote their hotel. And then this article just kind of talks about the people that are writing it and how they're going to integrate it with the High Republic. And it's like, okay, so the product placement, I get it when you have like hidden Mickeys and things, or it's like, this is going to be a toy, this is going to be an action figure, let me just have Rey come in the final scene and then all of a sudden make a brand new lightsaber. And most adults are now, you just see it, it's like, that's a toy, that's a toy, that's a toy. The only reason why that is there is so that way they can make a toy off of it. Now I respect the hustle there, I get it, they need to make money, they need to make toys of things. Obviously I like toys, so maybe that's why I'm a little bit more understanding on that aspect of it. But when you literally build a hotel that receives huge controversy because it costs $5,000 a night to stay in, and you're upset because people are outraged by this, and even the Disney fanatics don't want us to pay for that. And so what do they have to do? Well, we have to make it part of the story. So they are going to write or have books written about it, or have it in the books and then have a comic book all about it, just to try to, entice people to come in. It's not going to work. And it's honestly pretty pathetic. It's different when you have an organic story and you're trying to tell this story and something in it becomes iconic, like the Star Wars Cantina on Tatooine, like Jabba's Palace, like oh my gosh, excuse me, like Bespin, like Indoor, like Yoda's little hut on Dagobah, all these different things that they could have had. And they could have had heck, have a little kid section where it's a jungle gym and it's Yoda's hut on Dagobah, and everything of it can just be kids climbing around. You could have a slide in it. I remember my little toy, it had like the little marsh pit. They could have that where it's like the water that squirts up. They have one of those at Legoland. Little kids really like that stuff, and that'd be great for parents just to sit around and rest. And you can have that like in the middle of like the snack bar area. I mean, that's just something that came organically in the storytelling that they can utilize for a theme park. But instead, they built this fancy schmancy hotel that costs $5,000 a night. And then they're like, oh, people don't like it? Okay, let's merchandise it. Or let's advertise it. Let's put it in books. Let's put it in comic. Let's just shoehorn it in so that way we can somehow make money off of it. It's just, it really tells you what trouble they're in and how desperate they are to get, positive attention from this, and I just think it's ridiculous. So I wanted to talk about this because I saw this story and I rolled my eyes so hard, and I was like, oh my god, I want to share this with people that understand, because I was trying to talk to one of my real life friends about it, and I could just see their eyes glossing over. I'm like, yeah, you're not a Star Wars person, I can't talk to you about this, so I'm just gonna vent it to my audience that understand understand the way I understand. But anyways, everyone, thank you so much for watching this far through. Let me know what you think about this whole situation down in the comments below. If you like this video, go ahead and smash the like button. If you didn't, that's okay too. Thank you so much for watching this far through. If you haven't already, maybe smash the subscribe button or ring the bell for notifications. Make sure that that bell is set to all. That way you actually get notifications for my videos. My channel is shadow banned, so any type of, sharing will help. And if you guys are subscribed, make sure that you guys are still subscribed, because YouTube is unsubscribing people, and make sure that that bell once again is set to all. And everyone, again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world, and may the force be with you, because we are really, really, really going to need it. Bye, everyone. Once again, thank you so much, everyone, for supporting my channel and my content. And I have a really exciting project that's live right now on IndieGoGo. Due to requests from those of you in the chat that have been watching for a long time, I did a whole transformation video on going rogue for Halloween this year, and some people suggested, hey Anna, you should do a calendar. So I did. It's live now on IndieGoGo. The link is in the description of this video. Click it, go check it out, see the tiers that I have available, and thank you very much, everyone. I also have an Etsy where I sell prints of my original artwork, like oil paintings and drawings of various characters. So go check it out. Link is in the description of this video. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great rest of your day.